Hello and happy Monday. I am coming to you live today on this Monday to show you a preview of this week's jewelry live stream that we are hosting in honor of Mother's Day. It's going to be coming up on April 30th and May 1st at 7 o'clock PM Eastern Standard on both nights. And so before we host the live stream, we always like to host a preview for you guys. So that is what we're doing today. So hello, welcome in everybody. Hi Chris, hi Donna, hi Isabella, hi Lisa, hi Marion, how are you today? Hi Donna, hi Michelle, hi Elaine. Hello my dears, thank you so much for joining me. Hello Vicky, how are you today? So I will save this video for anybody that can't watch all the way through. Hi Kim, how are you? Kim, I answered one of your questions yesterday in the stories and then I re-answered it today. I believe it was you that asked if in the pre-party we have any of the sea pottery, like these pendants here. The little like flower pot necklaces. We do have one inside of the pre-party, and we do also have 5 of the heart charms in the pre-party. So before we get started, hi Jill, hi Kathy, hello, thanks for joining us. Hi Nancy. I just wanted to first let you all know a couple little tips and tricks to our live stream and why we do the preview, and then also just our schedule for the week. So let's first start with the schedule for the week. So today is the preview. I'm going to be showing you guys a preview and doing jewelry try-ons. Hi Janice, of our jewelry try-ons of the jewelry that's going to be available for this week's live stream. Our live stream this week is Thursday and Friday, the April 30th and May 1st at 7 o'clock PM Eastern Standard. We're going to do pendants, necklaces, and earrings on Thursday night and rings and bracelets on Friday night, okay? And then on Wednesday, which is the 29th, we have our pre-party. So you might be wondering what the pre-party is. The pre-party is where we offer a small assortment of these jewelry pieces, usually about 35 to 50 of these jewelry pieces over on our website. They are separate from the jewelry pieces that I'm showing you here. So today is just the preview of what's in the live stream. Wednesday, we do the pre-party at noon. For anybody that can't join us live, we try to offer a grouping of those items over on the website so that you have access to shop them. These are very exclusive jewelry drops that we do. We don't make the sea glass hearts and flower jewelry very often. Hi Arlene, hi Becky. How are you ladies? Thanks for watching us today. So we try to make them as accessible to everybody as possible so that if you have things going on and you can't attend our live stream, then you have another little area that you're able to shop and access some of these pieces. So because everything is one of a kind, we do have different items in both, but I tried to give you a really nice little assortment over on the website for the pre-party. So that's going to be Wednesday, and then everything that I'm showing you here is going to be inside the live stream. If you have any questions, just let me know. So that's a schedule of this week of what we have going on and kind of like where you can view everything. Then some of the tips to being able to get the piece that you have your heart set on during the live stream is definitely to watch this preview. That's one of the main reasons, or is the main reason, that I do this preview. Because of all of our jewelry is one of a kind, I know that things move really quickly during our lives, and we want to make sure that you're going into the live stream with the most information possible. So I would say, in order to get the piece that you have your heart set on, definitely take advantage of either watching this live preview live or watch the replay, and it will help to give you an idea of the pieces that are most special to you, the pieces that you really love. And then definitely come early to the live stream. If you're able to watch live, come as early as you can. We start at 7. The earlier you're able to get there, you'll be able to see, like, you know, the most amount of what we have to offer. If you get there halfway through, we maybe have already showed the style that you like. And then I definitely would say, if you watch the preview that we're doing today and you know the items that you like, as soon as you see those items on Thursday or Friday night, definitely don't hesitate If you see the item that you like and you see the number, comment sold on it right away. Don't hesitate for that, because sometimes things can get snatched up really quickly. If you do hesitate, don't worry. Or if you're not sure and you want to wait till the end to see what's left over, no worries at all. We're always able to show you the available items at the end of the evening, and you can shop in the stories. We always put the available items up in the stories both nights, so if you'd rather do it that way, that's fine too. But sometimes pieces do tend to sell quickly during the live, so take advantage of the preview. So that's all my tips and tricks, alrighty. I'm gonna try to keep this a little bit quicker because we do have a lot of jewelry to show you guys. We have some really, really, really fun and amazing pieces. The sea glass hearts and flowers are just so special. I will say, hi Carol, oh my goodness, hello my dear, how are you today? Thanks for joining. I will say, if you would like any of your purchases to arrive in time for Mother's Day, you're going to want to do the priority mail on your order. We are going to be having most of our team here on Sunday so that we can start processing orders really early and get things out as quickly as possible so that you can have them with plenty of time for Mother's Day. So I'm going to get started, turn the camera around. I'm going to go through and show you all the jewelry. I'm going to do try-on requests at the end. Oh, good, Carol. I'm so happy. Nice to see you. Nice to have you here. I'm going to do try-on requests at the end. It gets really confusing sometimes to stop in the middle and do the try-ons. Sometimes I lose track, and we have a lot of jewelry. I did a really, really nice assortment of jewelry for you guys this time. We've been working on this for a long time, so I'm excited to show you everything. If you have any questions, you might hear some noise in the background. I have Samantha here with me, so feel free to ask me any questions as you go through. Myself or Sam will be happy. So, alrighty, you guys are ready? I hope you're as excited as I am. All right, let's get started. I'm going to spin the camera around, and I'll kind of hold everything up and just give you a quick skim of everything, and then we'll do some try-ons at the end. Chris says, hi, Sam.
Hey, Chris.
She says, hey, Chris. Okay. Michelle says, hi, Sam. Everybody's like, hey, Sam. Okay, do you want to start just handing me these over here? I'm going to go from that way.
Sure.
I'm just going to do the single bezels. Okay, I might have to take this out so that I have an area to show.
Sure.
Okay. So we are going to start with, we've got Janice says hi, Donna says hi.
Hello.
So we're going to start with giving you a little skim of some of these single bezels. Our single bezel heart pendant is such a beautiful classic style. So we tried to do a gorgeous assortment of these for you. So I'm just going to go right from the top. Again, these are all inside of our live stream. These are not the pre-party items that are on the website. Those are separate. So everything here is going to be on the live. Carol says hi. Have you met Carol before? I think at a show, at one of our shows.
I think so.
Hey, Crystal. How are you today? Thanks for joining in. Hi, Carrie. Okay, so starting at the top, we have a beautiful lavender. We have this gorgeous amber. So our sea glass hearts, we use them in the shape that they are found. If you're interested in learning about how the sea glass hearts form, I'll be happy to kind of go over that a little bit at the end. But that's why they're all going to be a little bit different, because it's all the authentic sea glass. So this lavender one is a really funky little like paisley heart. We have this beautiful amber. This one's a really cool piece of glass that has like a linear marking in the center there. We have this perfect little gray heart, perfect little green. We have a variety of colors over here. It's gorgeous, like mossy, aqua, and olive, and then a darker teal olive that's a little more elongated. And then if you want to, thank you. So all of those hearts that I just showed you are $159. You will see a couple of different prices, basically either for color rarity or for, hey there, how are you? Hi, Shayna, welcome in, my dear. Either for color rarity or for size. We do have some of them priced by size. We price almost all of our jewelry based off of the gram weight of metal, and then of course some of the really rare colors are priced for rarity as well. So we have these two, this beautiful like greenish aqua here, and this soft petal pink. These two pendants are $149. You will notice that all of our pendants and chains are offered separately. So when we host the live stream on Thursday and Friday, I will show you guys all of our chains at the end. And at that time, you'll be able to add a chain to go with your order. You can also shop the chains on our website. Hi, Julie. Hi, Penny. How are you both today? So we have this awesome petal pink that has a really fun, like little embossed marking. This is like a very three-dimensional pink here. Don't mind my nails. I'm gonna get them done before the live stream. Here is this gorgeous like plum purple color, and then a beautiful like glowing gray. So these three are $169. And then we have two reds, deep reds coming up here. These are $179. We've got this gorgeous dark red here. Hi, Danielle. How are you today? This one is actually ultra rare red. I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I hold this behind it. Do you see that like orangey yellow that's around the outside edge of the red? Isn't that so pretty? It's hard to see without the light shining through. It does just kind of give it a little glow. It almost has like a golden glow. And then when you put the light behind it, you can really see that really pretty color. Isn't that cool? Hi there, welcome in. Thanks for joining us today. Okay, and then are these the last two of the single bezel? So these are the last two of the single bezel. We have this bright, beautiful red heart here, and then this gorgeous extra large cobalt heart. This is a cool like three-dimensional shape to it as well. So those are both $189. This is a perfect example of that sizing difference that I was talking to you guys about before. Of course, this one is more petite and this one is larger. So this one is, oh, thank you, Danielle. Oh my goodness. That was so fun. Yeah, everybody last night was like, what type of tea are you making over there? It looks like a unicorn. Hi, Leslie. How are you today? So this one is priced for the rarity of the red and the cost that's associated with that. We have about 5 sea glass collectors that we work with all over the world, and when they source and collect sea glass for us, we do pay a higher premium for rare colors like this. This one's like a reddish orange, and then this one here we have a higher cost associated as well because we have more silver that's used inside of the setting. So just to give you guys a little bit of a example there. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Martha. Welcome in, ladies. Okay, we have, these are so cute. This is our only pair, I think, of actual heart-shaped earrings. So we do have some sea glass heart earrings that are like the ones that I'm wearing here that have like the heart design in silver. But for the actual pieces of sea glass that are in the shape of a heart, we have just this one pair. Because as you can imagine, if you think it's hard to find pieces of sea glass in the shape of a heart, try finding an earring to match in the shape of a heart. It's really, really hard. So we have this one pair in cobalt that are beautiful. This is in our lunar drop earring style, which is so cute. Isn't that so, so fun? So these are $239. What was it?
I just noticed we have a couple more.
Oh yeah, thank you. Oh, we do. Okay. We do have a couple more trays. If you guys could see the jewelry that is around me right now, Sam has everything so beautifully set up. So we do have just a couple more trays of the single bezel. I'm going to show you them this way. So we have these over here are $169, and just this one larger one here is $179. So this one's $179. These are all $169. Thank you, Kathy. So we have aqua, cornflower, and this is like a soft, it's like an off-white, like a very, very soft seafoam or an off-white, and this one is a light aqua. I'll have to see, Chris, I don't remember. Do you remember where I bought my teapot? Didn't I buy you one too? I honestly think I got it on Amazon.
You did get me one.
Yeah, I bought one for Sam too a couple of years ago. I'll have to check it out. It's just so that you can put the loose leaf tea. For those of you that were following me in the stories last night, I was answering questions as I was making my nightly tea. And so we had lots of questions about my colorful blue tea that I was making. Hi, Sherry. How are you? Welcome in, my dear. Hi, Jane. Welcome, welcome. So it's butterfly pea flower tea that I make, and it's blue. And then as I showed you guys last night, when you add lemon, it turns purple. And it's so fun. It makes me so happy. I love the color changing. Sometimes I put it in like a clear mug because you can like see the color as it goes up. It doesn't have a ton of flavor, so I add honey and lemon. But check out my stories if you want to see the tea from last night. If you want to see all the tea. Okay, so we have this little petite heart here. This has corn flour and it has the bottle lip marking on it. This one's $149. We have $159 here with the aqua, cobalt bottle lip, cobalt, corn flour, and here's a seafoam. Yeah. Thank you, Sam. Okay, so those are all, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, those are all the single bezel. As you can see, we have a variety of all of the single bezel hearts. Those are, I'd say, the heart-shaped pieces of sea glass that we have into the jewelry are some of the most sought after hearts that we offer. We always are having questions asking for this. I just want to take a moment to talk about how the hearts are formed. I'm going to use my ring as an example. So the most common shape of sea glass to form is a triangle, and that's just because when glass breaks, it breaks in like a straight line. So most common shape is a triangle. When that triangle is stuck in the ocean, the pH levels of the ocean, of like the salt water hydrate the surface of the glass and allow that through that hydration process, it allows the surface of the glass to be broken down as it starts tumbling in the ocean. And so as that triangle gets smaller and smaller, do you know what they're doing outside, Sam? Sorry, we're downtown and they're like removing a tree.
It's actually kind of fun. It should be gone soon.
Okay.
The courthouse is having their documents that must be professionally shredded picked up, and that's the truck that takes them.
Oh, we're like across from a courthouse, and so the noise that you hear outside, if you can hear this, they're like just shredding a bunch of paper in the middle of the road. I thought they were removing a tree, so they should be done shortly if you can hear all that noise in the background. My apologies. That's the joys of being downtown, in the middle of the downtown. Sounds of the city, exactly. So like I was saying, the most common shape is a triangle. Then when you have all of that hydration and the tumbling over 50 to 100 years of that piece of sea glass actually being stuck in the ocean, that triangular shape can soften into more of like an egg-like or an oval shape. And that's why a more oval shape is very rare, because it's such an old piece of sea glass that has been just broken down and smoothed down and hydrated in the ocean for a really long time. Usually an oval or an egg-like shape takes at least 100 or so years. So what happens is, if you have a triangular piece of glass, can I have maybe that heart right there, the big heart? If you have, just on the next stand is fine. If you have a triangular piece of glass, I'm going to use this heart as an example. You can see it probably once was more of a triangular shape. The most common area for that triangle to break, if that piece of sea glass was still stuck in the ocean, would be on one of these points, because that point is protruding out. But in order for the heart to form, the piece of glass has to be hit really, really hard along one of those edges to create a little divot, so that you have a heart shape rather than just creating more of a triangular shape. So that's a little bit about how the heart is formed, and that's why they're so rare to find. That is why you'll also notice that some of the parts of the top of the heart, where that little divot is in the top, is not as smooth as the rest of the piece of sea glass, because then the smoothing process has to start all over. Alrighty, so a little bit of information for you. So next we're going to take a look at our heart charms. Again, these are bezel wrapped, so they're reversible. Hi Debbie, how are you? Thanks for joining us. These are bezel wrapped, so they're reversible, and these can be worn how they're shown here on a chain, or you can wear any of these. You can slide them on our round charm holder pendant. We had a silver charm holder pendant that we offered. We made for the first time a while back. We did make a handful more for anybody that's interested. This could also go on the charm holder bracelet or on the heart charm holder necklace that we featured, I think in February or March. So aqua, this is cornflower bottle lip. We have cornflower right here. So a couple cornflower, 1, 2, 3, 4 cornflower, all different shapes. This is the only one that's a bottle lip. We do have a tiny little purple heart, which is so adorable. Cobalt, 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 yellow. I do have just 5 of these that are going to be on the pre-party, which is going to be on the website on Wednesday. For anybody that's not available to shop the live stream, you will have a little assortment available for the pre-party. Okay, and then some different colors here. We have a turquoise. The turquoise is $120. Other than that, all the other ones are $108, and these are all reversible. We have an aqua, a seafoam, a cute little puffed green. This is a unique green color. It's more like a foresty green. Hi Laura, welcome in. We have seafoam. We've got 2 pinks and then 2 reds. So the red and the turquoise are $120. Other than that, these are all $108, and they're all reversible. And this is our bezel wrap style. So it has a 7mm ring that's welded to the top. So this is great for any of our charm pieces. The single bezels, Laura, I'll save the video recording so you can go back. I have quite a few of them. So I'm not gonna show them again right now, but we did the single bezels so far. So I'll save this recording for you if you wanna check them all out at the end and watch the beginning of the recording. But that was it. The single bezels is all you've missed so far, my dear. Alrighty, so we're gonna move over to the mom necklace. This is a new necklace. It has gotten so much attention. These are all $198. It's sterling silver that has the word mom on it. The O is a bezel set piece of sea glass. And then we have it connected here to our baby Rolo style chain, which is all in the back connected here. We will make these all adjustable for you guys. You'll have, there is right here, we have a purple mom, yeah. We have an option inside of the listing for these to be purchased as the length that they are, with a 2-inch extender or a 4-inch extender as an upgrade. So we have the yellow at the top. We have the purple right here. We have a beautiful pink. We have an ultra rare pink with white. We have a gorgeous red and a really vibrant like orangey red. I do have 4 of these for the pre-party on Wednesday that will be going over to the website as well.
I'll just hand you little groups of
Okay.
the colors.
Okay. Hi Laura, how are you? So we have cornflower, cobalt. This is actually a cornflowery purple ultra rare. Isn't that pretty? Sorry, it's so hard to get it to balance. So I have a couple of these that I did as an ultra rare, which are really pretty. This is like good for the live stream, but a little tough for the preview. There we go.
I'm not sure if that's easier to look. No? Okay.
Okay, we have the ultra rare turquoise right here. This is the one that I showed inside of the video. And you can see it has a little ultra rare polka dot there, which is really fun. And then for turquoise, look at this one. Isn't this so adorable? We have another, little adorable turquoise spot there. This one is not ultra rare. This is a solid turquoise. So these all measure about 18 inches long. And then again, if you need a 2-inch or a 4-inch extender, we do have that available as an upgrade. So here's an ultra rare. The ultra rare sea glass, these are sea glass pieces that come from England. If you're interested in learning about them, I do have an informational video saved in our Instagram feed from January. We did our live stream in January all on the ultra rare sea glass. And so you're welcome to jump over there and watch the informational all about the ultra rare. So that one was an aqua. And then we have this one, the seafoam. We have 2 more colors. So that was the seafoam, and then we have the green. It's like a perfect little oval. And last but not least is the gorgeous cinnamon. That's so pretty. Yes. So for the pre-party, Laura, we have cornflower, aqua, purple, and like a really bright reddish orange for these necklaces. So we have 4 that will be in the pre-party. Okay, so those are the mom necklaces. Next, I'm gonna go over and show you guys the love necklaces. This is all of them.
Yes.
So I don't have any of the love necklaces available for the pre-party. We have them all here. And these are also connected to the baby Rolo chain for you guys. So starting right at the bottom, we have a dark red. Yes, Laura, so the pre-party is available at noontime Eastern Standard on this Wednesday, which is the 29th. And I'm gonna try, I have a really busy day on Wednesday, but I'm gonna try to jump on live here for a little bit, either me or Sam, and kind of just like be available to do any like try-ons and stuff like that if you guys have any questions. The mom necklaces are $198, Sam?
Yes.
All the mom necklaces, Michelle, are $198, and the same for the love necklace. So these are made on the necklace, of course. So you have this like pendant part here in the center that's attached to the baby Rolo, and it's $198. For those of you that are new, all of our jewelry is solid sterling silver. We use authentic beach found sea glass. So this one is a little bit more, you're welcome, like an orange color. We have this cool ultra rare here. We have a bright yellow, a purple, a petal pink, a seafoam, an aqua. This one is a really awesome opalescent sea glass, which is so beautiful. The opalescent sea glass, let me see, Sam, can you do me a favor? Can you just hold this out so I can hold the light behind it? The opalescent sea glass picks up like a variety. Can you just hold this necklace out so I can shine the light behind it? Thank you. So see how it just kind of catches like that glow? You have a little bit of like the green tones, a little orange, and then the blue up top. The actual piece of sea glass has this opalescent color that just shines through it. So that's a really beautiful, like rare color of sea glass, and it's a perfect little shape. So I just thought it was perfect for the love necklace. And then of course we have this gorgeous glowing cornflower here. So those are all $198 for the love necklaces. And then I also have a love ring. So I did a handful of these love rings. I've been actually wearing it a lot on my pointer finger, which looks really cute. This ring is adorable for any finger. Like you can't go wrong. It looks adorable as a pinky ring too. Isn't that so cute? So this love ring is $129. It's all hand carved with the little word love there. And then all of them we make for all of our rings. When I get to the rings, I'll show you. They're all made in a size 9. And then we offer the custom complimentary ring resize for you during our live streams. So we can size them up to an 11 or down to any size. And we do have a handful of those available. Okay, so let's just keep going in order. Sure. Sam's over here, so she's just like handing me things. Okay. Okay, so up next, we're gonna look at some of our heart necklaces. We have this beautiful sterling silver heart overlay, and we have a variety of colors. So we have a seafoam, a beautiful petal pink. This is a single bezel set piece of sea glass, open in the back. And then we have the sterling silver hearts that are actually welded to the setting. So it has this beautiful overlay look to it. And then it's connected to the baby Rolo style chain. And again, these are adjustable from 16 inches to 18 inches long. This necklace is $289. And we have a couple different colors. That was the pink and the seafoam. Then we have the cornflower and the aqua. I have a similar style with some flowers on it. We did a beautiful tulip. So fun fact, I was supposed to be in Holland right before this live stream. I have family in Holland, but our plans changed and my mom and I are gonna go at a later date. But I was so excited because right now in April, all the tulips are blooming in Holland. And so I wanted to take a bunch of beautiful videos for you of the tulip jewelry with the tulips blooming behind us, but maybe next year. So these are $2.98, has this sterling silver 3-dimensional tulip that's on top of the bezel setting here for the sea glass. So we have white and soft pink, and then we have a cobalt and an aqua. Isn't that so fun? I love the horizontal shape of the sea glass, the layout with the tulip over the top of it. These are really, really special. The tulip is such a really beautiful flower, and it's special to me, of course, with having family in Holland as well.
Very spring.
It is very spring, yeah. And tulips are just so beautiful this time of year too. So here is our garden necklace. This necklace features a whole array of cornflower sea glass. We have some tanzanite, some ruby, and this is very, very 3-dimensional necklace. I will say you want to be a little bit more careful with it. All of these pieces are all welded together here in the back, but there's a lot of detail. You can see the little sterling silver pieces here, and the flowers kind of pop up. The leaves are 3-dimensional, so they curve up and they have sort of like an etching inside of them. So you will want to make sure that you're not like wearing this necklace to bed. This is a necklace that you really want to take care of. All of the little details here on the flowers are like curved up. It is these tiny details that just make me so happy. I don't know how else to describe it, but hopefully you can see that. You can see the sterling silver and the flowers are like layered. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'm glad you love everything. Oh, thank you, Vicky. I appreciate you. Yeah, I love those little details. They make me so happy, and I just think it makes the jewelry really special when you're wearing it, when it almost looks like it's coming off of your neck, you know? So this one here is $3.98. Yeah, absolutely. Remind me, Michelle, but we can absolutely do a try-on of that for sure. Hi, Ashley. How are you today? Thanks for joining in. Hi, Jennifer. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Anne-Marie. Hey, Debbie. How are you today, my dear? Okay. Chris, you said, can I hold up the cornflower again? I think the cornflower heart. Yeah, thank you. This was the cornflower heart, Chris. I think that's the one that you were talking about here. Yeah. So cool. So yeah, I hope for any of you that you purchase any of these in the live stream, when you get them home, especially a lot of the flowers, I hope you can see all the depth and all the detail that we put into these pieces. Let's do those next.
And the rings to match.
Yeah. Okay, so this is our little lily necklace. Hello, hello. We have 2 of these that we put over on the website for you, and the rest of them here are going to be inside of the live stream. Okay, perfect, Chris. I'm glad that was the one. So this is the one that I had in my videos for those of you that were looking on the promotional video that we did. This is cornflower. So it's a single bezel set pendant, and then we have our lily design flower that's over the top of it. Again, everything is welded, so these pendants are not going to catch on anything. They're very, very comfortable to wear. So we have the cornflower, the white, the cobalt, the aqua, a bright sea foam, and then a purple. Aren't those so beautiful? These are $269 for the pendant, all solid sterling silver. Everything that you're going to see out inside of this live stream is all solid sterling silver. We do offer gold for some of our sea glass and diamond engagement rings and mother's rings. Those are over on our website. We don't have any of the solid gold inside of this live stream. So we did matching rings for the first time, and these are $298. They're in a variety of colors. And again, these are all made in a size 9, but we're offering the custom complimentary ring size for you. So these can be sized up to a size 11 or down to any size. So, and I'll be happy to try some of these on for you. Let's first take a look at the colors. So we have some brighter like sky turquoise. We have some different shades of gray and soft aqua, cornflower, cobalt, beautiful rounded gray. We have 2 purples, seafoam olive green, amber, gray, yellow. This is actually a really like deep peach, and then a red. Okay, I'm gonna try a couple of these on for you guys. Whoops. So let's try on this gray, just so you can see. So these are single bezel set. Again, we have the flower sterling silver accent over the top, which is all welded and connected to the edge of the bezel. Then you have the split band on either side. For anybody that's just joining in, these items that we're taking a look at right now, we're looking at a preview of the jewelry items that are going to be featured this Thursday and Friday, April 30th and May 1st, inside of our live stream shopping event featuring sea glass hearts and flowers, special for Mother's Day. Both nights, the live stream starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. So these little rings here, these match our pendants that I just showed you. These are really, really fun, really cute. And then of course we do have the sterling silver flower ring here. I also made an earring like this and a charm, because this exact flower, you'll notice, is kind of like replicated in a bunch of different places. So you can absolutely like mix and match some of the plain silver pieces and wear them. You know, you could wear a ring like this and then some earrings with one of the pendants that I just showed you. They're all very interchangeable. I think this is the ring, Vicky, the floral ring on the pinky finger. If you meant this ring, I can show you this one too on the pinky. So this would be one of the bigger ones. I do have some that are a little bit smaller, like this little peach one here. Just to give you an idea. Yeah, perfect. Okay, let's move over. So those are the floral rings.
The ones that are just silver are $139.
Okay, these that are just silver for the rings, this one is $139. And then I do also have the charm. So these again have the 7mm ring at the top, so they can fit into the round charm holder pendant, or any of the charm holders. I mean, the charms you can wear on a chain as well. You don't have to wear them on the charm holder pendant. It's just, they look really cute on there if you do have one. If you don't have one and you're interested in one, we do have a handful of them that we just made. And then here are the matching earrings. The charm is $98 here, this like 3-dimensional charm, and the earrings are $149.
So cute.
Aren't they adorable? Okay, and then again, just to give you an idea, if you want to mix and match, we have, I'm going to show you, so these earrings, and then we have some of our sea pottery. They're kind of like our flower pot pendants, and these are so fun and so whimsical. And so this is that same sterling silver flower. Here are the earrings. If you wanted to do like a little match, how adorable is that? You can always also do like, this is sea pottery here, but you could do like a single bezel cornflower or cobalt or lavender earring to kind of tie in the color if you wanted color for your earring rather than the plain silver. If you want the plain silver, this flower is replicated here. Okay, so all of these pendants are $398. They're a beautiful, whimsical, little 3-dimensional flower pot here. These are the flowers that never die. Everybody, for Mother's Day, I love getting flowers. My mom loves flowers, but if you want flowers that last forever, here you go. So this one here, we have the sea pottery with the aqua sea glass. Oh my gosh, Vicky, you're so funny. She says, have mercy, stunning. Awesome. Yeah, these are really, really fun. So again, if I show them to you on the side, you can see we have like the silver little swirl that comes down over the setting. You have all the little silver details here around the bezel and kind of etched in. This is a cool piece of sea pottery. It has like that green, like wash color to it. And then we have down here, cobalt and white sea pottery. Yeah, the flowers are so fun. Aren't they cool, Vicky? Yeah, these are really, really different. Then we have the aqua in the center. And then we have this one here that has the light pink with this beautiful like crisscross base. So I do have just one of these that are going to be inside of the pre-party on Wednesday over on our website. And then the rest of them, the ones that I'm showing you here, these are going to all be inside of our live stream. So we're going to showcase the necklaces and the earrings on Thursday night. Okay, so this one is actually a beautiful piece of shell. I just thought it looked amazing as like the flower pot. And then we have a bright reddish orange for the center of the flower. Here we have this beautiful cobalt and cornflower mixture. Again, sea pottery on the bottom and sea glass for the center of the flower. This one here, you've just got these beautiful, it reminds me of one of those, I have one of the pots at my house, but they're like, those like hand painted, and it almost looks like the paint is like dripping down. And that's what that reminded me of there with that deep cornflower. And then you have the red with the cobalt and the white sea pottery at the bottom. So all of these 8 that I just showed you, these will be in the live stream. We do have one for the pre-party over on the website. Yeah, let me continue with some of these flowers. That way I can finish out the flowers and then I'll move to the hearts. Okay. So I'm going to keep going with some of these flowers to show you guys. I know, right? It's like so hard to choose. That's how we feel when we're making everything, which is probably why we make so much jewelry. So again, just to show you some of the ways that you guys can match, you'll notice that the same flower is inside a lot of the earrings. So we really tried to make an opportunity for perfect matches for those of you that like a match. So we've got this one here. These pendants are like a little overlay. I know, right? Extra jobs just to support all of our jewelry habits. I love it. So we have this one here. So it has a sterling silver. It's like a forget-me-not flower. We've been calling this like our little forget-me-not, or like a little buttercup. And then it has a sterling silver leaf over the top. And then the leaf over here. These all connect to the side of the bezel. So these are $3.98 for the pendants. These are really heavy, beautiful, durable silver here. We have the white, we have the cobalt. Oh my gosh, Vicki, you're so funny. She said, I just need a rich uncle. We have the cornflower and then the sea foam. These are so beautiful. Somebody asked me the other day, they're like, you know, I'm going to ask you which one is your favorite. And if it made its way to jewelry, I never approve anything, select anything, design anything that we don't love. If we don't absolutely love it, then I don't want to make it. So I promise you, if it's made its way this far, it's because we love it. So we have those 4 for those pendants. Then we're going to move over to taking a look at some of these. Don't I have 2 neck stands of these?
Yes. That was what was in the center.
Okay, perfect. So I really wanted to make a very unique pendant here. It kind of looks, I wanted it to have the design a little bit like, kind of like a tulip, but then with some buds. So we have aqua, sea foam, and a little oval mother of pearl. Yeah, they really do. They really do kind of like just enhance the color of the sea glass in these settings. So they're all open back, so you can see the color of the sea glass really shine here. These do have a little pop of mother of pearl. So we have purple and pink. We have cornflower. This one's kind of like a red, white, and blue theme. Cornflower, the white mother of pearl, and then the red. Oh, thank you, Vicki. Yeah, we like continue to really just like push the envelope with our design and the ideas behind our designs. So our design team has a lot of fun. We kind of bring our whole studio team into the design process. This one has like a little butterfly here on the side. And then we have the ultra rare pink with the red here. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love that, Jill. Yeah, with a little reindeer for Christmas. That would be so cute. I love that. Yeah, we have a couple of our Christmas ideas on standby here. Okay, this is the design that I showed inside of some of the videos that we posted to Instagram. The one that we showed on Instagram has cobalt and cornflower, and it's in this exact design. That one's going to be available on Wednesday for the pre-party over on the website. This one has milk glass and aqua. And then we have some here that are really like that tulip design. And we tried to select pieces of sea glass that have more of like the tulip bulb style to them. These, Kathy, are all $298. So we have this tulip style, this style here that has like the butterfly and the little beaded design, and all of these. They're all $298. They're very like three-dimensional, like little pictures. Okay, so those are all $298.
Next of our flowers.
And then I have the lotus.
All right.
We do have, excuse me, two little three-dimensional flower designs here. These are $159. I have one cobalt beautiful cuff flower bracelet here. This one I think is like $459 or $439. What was it? $426. And then I have this flower bracelet as well that I'm wearing. I really love this flower bracelet. This one is a really, really great price because we made this one before December when the silver price went up. So I believe this one's like $9.98. And this has a lot of beautiful cobalt and cornflower sea glass pieces. Oh my gosh, it actually gets to be a little bit overwhelming sometimes, Vicky. Vicky said, your minds must never stop with the creativity. If you saw our sketchbooks in the design area of our studio, it's like kind of like looking at all of our sketches, and then what I do is I take like a new sketch pad when we sit down to kind of like design a new live stream collection of jewelry, and I go through and I decide like, okay, out of all the sketches and designs we have, like which ones do we really want to move forward with now? Are they like different enough? I make sure that where the price of the metal market is at this point in time matches with like the heaviness and the durability, so we can make sure that we're giving you guys the best possible value. So there's a lot that goes into it, but it's a lot of fun. It's very, very creative, which obviously that's my favorite part. Okay, so we're going to move over to some of the lotus flower pieces. Many of you guys were loving the new lotus flower designs that we have. So we have a couple here that are like an open lotus flower. These are $218, and they have the sea glass at the bottom. So aqua, we have yellow and pink and purple. Then this is more of like an open lotus. These are really fun. These are $198. We have aqua, pink, and lavender. Hi, Julie. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. And then we have these three lotus flowers here, which are so, so sweet. These have the bail attached right at the top, so you can see the bail that goes through here. We have pink, lavender, and seafoam. These are also $198. Vicky says, is everybody else having a hard time deciding what they want? I sure am. I promise you that like you just can't go wrong. I feel like this live stream is just so fun. It's filled with so many of like our favorite designs, like this one. I would love to know, all right, I'm going to show you guys this pin pendant next, and I would love to know how many of you guys actually wear pins and would be interested in more of like pin pendant styles, because we did have an idea to do a grouping like this. So this is a pin, and then we made this slide little pendant piece here that can go through so that you have the option to wear it as a pendant as well. So that's $278 for this like pin pendant, and I just absolutely love the idea of taking a pin and making like a little pendant bail that slides on so that you have the option to wear it a little bit different way as well. Yeah. Chris says yes. Then we have our lily pad necklace. This is a one-of-a-kind piece. This one is so, so beautiful. This is one of my favorites. Has a perfect little rounded aqua, beautiful little lotus flower design on the lily pad here. These were the lotus flower necklaces that I was wearing. And Chris says, a heart pin. Jill wears pins. I have cameos and porcelain pins. Very cool, Jill. I love that. Okay. Yeah, I've had the idea to do a grouping of pins for a while now. And can I have those earrings, please, Sam? Sure. And so I love the idea of really just being able to have a variety to wear them however you like. I love in the winter putting like a pin on a scarf too, which is really beautiful. So for earrings, we have earrings here and earrings here that match. It's like the lotus flower overlay. Okay, cool, awesome. Thank you guys. Yeah, it's helpful just to know because I haven't done pins in a very, very long time. I think I did pins years ago. Like when I say years ago, I mean maybe like 15 years ago. So it's been a little bit of time. It's been a minute. We have a small variety here. A little snowdrop flower, yeah, the pink ones. So we have, these are $269. These are like a combination of our goddess ring with the lotus flower design on the side. These are so, so fun. I'm gonna try one of these on for you. They're really beautiful. Oh yeah, I love them on hats too, Jill. That's a really great idea. Yeah, pins are great to put on everything in the winter because we're so just like covered up. It's like put a pin on it. When your neck is covered up and you can't see my necklace, put a pin on it. So here's the little lotus flower rings. And then we have, thank you, Sam. So we have a little bit of bright purple in here, Vicky, but I will let you know, I'll let you guys in on a little secret, those of you that are watching live right now. We are actually planning for this summer. We have about 30 pieces of purple jewelry, a variety of brightnesses, but all that bright color that you love from Japan for a What's New Wednesday. But all of the purple that's in here, like here, and the lotus flowers that I just showed you, those are a little bit brighter than our regular like lavender. So these are our little flower wrap rings. They have the little leaf and the little like sea glass here at the bottom. And it's a little double leaf design there. These are all in a size 9, all different colors. And these are $249. Okay, where did I leave off? We have some hearts to finish out. So I think I'm going to finish up with the hearts here. So we looked at those. Did I show everything over there?
Yeah, the heart's over here.
Okay.
On the screen.
So I'm going to continue with the hearts. And we're about 3/4 of the way through here. Yes, Laura, I'm telling you, hold on tight. The whole purple. It's not a lot. It's not like our biggest What's New Wednesday we've ever done, but it is the most I've ever done with purple. It's taken me about 5 years to collect all of these purple pieces that we have in this drop coming up this summer from our sea glass collectors. A lot of that beautiful, I think it's in, is it in July, Sam? Or June? It's in June, I think. Yeah, I think it's in June. So we have, these are $296. So these are larger. They're double bezel set hearts with the beaded detail on the bottom. Many of them are super, super cool. You can see like this one has that like bottle marking right in the center. So it kind of goes up on either side there. So a bright seafoam. Yeah, these are Carla sized hearts for sure, Donna. Absolutely. These are not Sam sized. Although Sam size is getting a little bit bigger. So we have the aqua heart, this beautiful seafoam heart. We have, this beautiful white bottle lip here. This gorgeous like grayish cornflower, a cornflower bottle lip. And then this cobalt is so cool. I just love the elongated heart shape. It's so fun. Yeah, I tried to play around with doing a little bit more pieces with the no sea glass this time. It's hard because I never know how much of the no sea glass to make. But yeah, the flower wrap ring is pretty just in general. So we have 3 heart little starburst pieces here that have all ultra rare sea glass. So a teal green, a cobalt and cornflower, and then a bright pink. Whoops. And let's see, I think just this one and then some bracelets and rings. We have just a handful of these little like swirl hearts that are really, really popular. These are so, so sweet. Has a small little petite piece of sea glass inside of the swirl. We have just one of these on the pre-party on Wednesday. It's like a little deeper red than this one. These are $218. And I showed those. Maybe I'll show that tray. Yeah, so we have some bracelets. I have another little tray here.
We have earrings too, but these are the sets.
Okay, I'm gonna take this out. We're gonna go for a little
field trip.
Here's Sam.
Hey guys.
Okay, so we have these over here. Excuse me. So we have a lot of them on cards because the cards are easier for me to show during the live stream. It's a little bit harder sometimes for the preview. So we wanted to make some sets for you. So these are the Cross My Heart. This is the style that I'm wearing. I love, love, love these. My set I'm wearing is Cobalt. So we have an aqua set here. We have a cornflower set here. We had the Cobalt set that I'm wearing. So this is what they look like on. The earrings are really lightweight and comfortable, and these are great if you want to wear them kind of like as a set together, or you can mix and match. You could always do like one of the earrings with one of the single bezel set, like heart pendants or something like that. You know, they don't have to be exactly as the set how I'm wearing them, but you have that opportunity for anybody that really, really loves sets. So we do have the beautiful yellow, which is really rare. We don't always have a lot of yellow if you love a yellow. We have a bright seafoam heart here, a beautiful purple here, some purple, an olive. This is like a hammered heart piece on the outside. We have just one for the pre-party, Laura, that has the flower pot pendant, and it's like in the blue family. Yeah. And then Sam's going to show you, we have some earrings. So the Cross My Heart earrings, we have white and aqua. And that's the earring that I'm wearing. Here's what it looks like on.
And we have some double heart earrings.
So we have one pair of the sterling silver double heart earrings without the sea gloss. And then we have one pair with the lavender, which we do have the matching pendant. We did lots of matches for you guys. They're going to be offered separately, Jane. I just wanted to put them together like this right now just to show you that we do have an exact set for anybody that's interested, like an exact match. What are the prices on the pendants and earrings, Sam?
For the Cross My Heart?
Yeah. So here are the little swirl earrings. So those can kind of be mixed and matched as well. Hi, Heidi. The pendant's what?
$169.
So the pendant, the Cross My Heart pendant is $169, and the earrings are $224. I don't have any turquoise, Kathy. I just have a turquoise ring that's coming up, and we did have the turquoise heart charm, but we don't have a lot of the turquoise and the hearts. That's really hard. So we just have like, one. So the charm, 2 rings, a couple of rings, 2 heart rings, and then a couple of the other styles with the turquoise. Yeah. The lotus ring, Arlene, is, I think they were $269.
Yes.
I don't have my glasses on. Yeah, $269 for the lotus rings. Yeah. Okay, then we have
The last little pair of earrings.
the last little pair of earrings here. We have this beautiful red pair. And now we're gonna spin you around. We'll look at rings, heart rings and bracelets, and then we'll do some try-ons. Let's see. Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. Okay, so for the bracelets, we have had so many requests for our heart bracelets. These heart bracelets are absolutely beautiful. They have a variety of heart colors here. We have 7 in each of them. They are adjustable. So we have 2. We have this one here, and we have this one here. They are $639 each. And then we have our bezel set hinge bracelets that I'm going to show you next. So we have green, or like an olive, white, cornflower, cobalt, 2 aqua. These are $3.18. Hi Claire, welcome in. Hi Linda, how are you ladies today? We have red, bright purple, pink, like soft pink, white bottle lip, and bright green. And then we are going to end with the heart rings, and then we'll do some try-ons for you guys. Hi there, thanks for joining in. Welcome, welcome. For those of you that are just joining in and you're like, what is all this jewelry set up everywhere? We are taking a look at our sea glass hearts and flower jewelry. We're doing a preview of the items that will be available this Thursday and Friday, April 30th and May 1st for our Mother's Day live stream. Yeah, we only had one pair, Laura, that we showed before you joined us that have the actual heart shape. It's almost near impossible for me to find sea glass hearts that match for earrings. Yeah. So we have up top here, these are our little hammered band rings. So they have a really soft little hammered band that kind of just, I like the soft hammer because it reminds me of just like the shimmer of the sun on the ocean. So I just want a little soft little reflection there. And then a single bezel set piece of sea glass here in the center. So these are $179. They're all in a size 9. And then again, we offer the custom sizing for you guys up to a size 11 or down to any size. So we have aqua, this beautiful like tealish blue, cornflower, cobalt, seafoam, yellow, green, and pink. And then down here we have red and turquoise. The red and turquoise are $198, and then these colors up top are $179. We're the only flowers, the lotus ones. Do you mean for the earrings? We have the lotus ones for the earrings, and then we have the silver ones here. And then the grouping of earrings that I just showed that have the hearts on them, yes. And then we have 2 pairs, seafoam and aqua, of the lotus there. We have 2 more ring styles. So we have, oh, I probably should have showed those next. That's okay. We have the hearts here. So these are made with a sterling silver hammered heart on either side and a little silver bead. So we have aquas, cobalts and cornflowers, the olives, pinks and lavenders and purples, really beautiful golden color, and then some rare colors down here, red, orange, ultra rare. This is like a purple that I need to shine my light through. And then turquoise. So these are the rings. I'll try one on like this for you. These are like, I can actually keep knocking them over. And then we have some heart-shaped rings. So those, yeah, Sam really, really loves this style. This is one of her favorites. It has the little hearts on either side. Isn't it so cute? And with the bead, I just feel like it's kind of like lifting up the sea glass. It's like, here you go, a presentation for you. Just remind me, Laura, we've had a couple people saying like, oh, when you do try-ons, try on this or try on that. And to be honest, I'm not going to remember all the requests. So just remind me, we have one more style and then we'll do some try-ons. But I'll be happy to try it on for you.
You already showed these.
Okay, thank you. Okay, and then we have the heart split bands. So these are $189. These have the split band with the authentic sea glass heart in the center. So aqua, cobalt, cornflower. This is a really, really cute little seafoam, purple, pink, and amber. Yeah, that one just has to be steam cleaned. And then we have these over here. These are $198. These are a little bit larger. So we have aqua, cobalt, seafoam, green, white, pink, cinnamon, yellow, gray, and olive. Some of these we just have to steam a little bit better. They just have our polishing compound on them. So if you see any little shadows, it's just polishing compound. So the ring with the hearts on the side, Jane, those are $229. These rings are $198. The smaller hearts that I showed you in the beginning, these are $179. That's the heart on the side. Those were $229. Just remind me, Donna. I'm just not going to remember because we've just had a lot of people asking for try-ons. And then the last size for the heart is the largest size, and these are $220. So we have aqua, cornflower, seafoam, gray. This is like a cool green, forest green, cinnamon, turquoise red, plum, purple plum. And then the big mama ring, last but not least, we have this one that's $239. I just wanted to make like a Carla-sized heart statement ring. Okay, so now I will take your try-on requests. I'll just go in the order that you guys pop them in the comments. I'm gonna start with Donna. Donna says, when you're trying on, can you please try on the orange ring and the big cobalt single bezel pendant? Sure, Sam's gonna hand me everything, so just give me a minute. And then if you can just do your best to describe the piece. If you need my help and you want me to hold up some of the pieces, I know there's a good amount, I'll be happy to. And we can absolutely figure it all out between all of us, right? So sure, so we're gonna start with Donna. Can you try on the orange ring and the big cobalt bezel pendant? Absolutely. So here is the orange ring, Donna. This one has the heart on either side, and I just want to shine the light through here for you. This is definitely, yeah, Sam's like, oh my goodness, this is definitely a bright orange. You know how some of the orange has like more of that amberina through it, where it has a little bit of the orange and a little bit of the red? This is definitely just like a glowing orange for sure. Yeah. Okay, so there is that one. And then we have the cobalt. I think this might be the pendant. The cobalt single bezel. The big cobalt single bezel. I think it's this one. This is the biggest. How much was this one, Sam?
$189.
So this pendant is $189. This is the bigger of the cobalt. And you can see, probably see a little bit better now that I have it tried on, like the three-dimensional shape of this. So when we're working with sea glass, we always make sure the pieces of sea glass that we're using for our bezel settings are flat. This way, when we create the setting around the sea glass, it's gonna sit flat and it's not gonna rock. However, if the top of the sea glass is curved, what we do is we actually shape our setting over the edge here, and you'll see that it's like tailored. So it might be lower in one point and higher in another point. That's so that when you're looking at the pendant head on, you can see the shape of it. We don't want the silver to go over the high point everywhere, or else you'll lose that beautiful shape. So we really sculpt our settings to accommodate that. So you'll see there's a lot of silver in here, but then the sea glass comes really close to the edge of the silver here. So we just always construct each setting around the piece of sea glass exactly, because we use each piece of sea glass and the shape that it's found. So you'll notice that a lot. Alrighty, so those were for Donna's try-ons. Laura says, can you try on the purple and the purples and the double heart ring? Any rings in the pre-party? We do have some rings in the pre-party, Laura. We have a couple of hearts, like the single bezel hearts, and we have, when I say a couple, I want to say like 7 maybe, and then we have about 4 or 5 of the flower rings. Just those 2 styles for rings for the pre-party. All right, I'm going to spin this around the other way to show you. Okay, so here are the hearts in purple. These 2 here are $229. And then this one is the deep purple. Oh my gosh, guys, don't mind my nails. I have to get them done. They really look awful. And this is the deep purple, Laura, and the deep purple is $249. So those are all the purples. And I don't believe we have any of the purple rings in the pre-party. Sure. Okay, so Michelle, you are up, my dear. So we're going to do the garden necklace. Yes. The white lily pendant and the cuff bracelet. So here's the cuff bracelet. I'm going to try it on this wrist since I have the big bracelet on the other side. So this is actually a beautiful deep cobalt, but it looks almost like black sea glass. Like if you see it up against the black of my sweater, you can just see that tint of blue, which is absolutely amazing because the dark cobalt blue is such like a vanishing color. Isn't that so pretty? Look at that. When you shine the light, you can see like its true color. This is a perfectly rounded piece of sea glass. That darker blue is indicative of like an older type of glass because there's just not a lot of cobalt blue that's made with this amount of cobalt oxide anymore. So nice rounded piece. We have the flower detail here, little hammered design that goes around the setting, and a really beautiful like thick sterling silver cuff on either side. So this right now, Michelle, measures about a size 8, 8 1/4. We can size it to fit whatever size wrist you need. Okay. And then let's do the garden necklace and the lily necklace. So we'll do the white lily necklace first. And thank you guys for your patience. I appreciate it while we go through the try-ons here. This is why we're here for the preview and why we like to show up and do these try-ons, because we know that sometimes during the live stream things are a little bit faster paced and they can go quickly. We want to make sure that we're really showing up to get all of your questions answered and to just hang out and do some fun try-ons with you. It's helpful. It's helpful for you to be able to see what you like, how it looks on. Jewelry is such like a personal expression. I want you to be able to wear your pieces every day and enjoy them. And so I don't want you to feel like you don't have any time to get them tried on or really get to like hang out with the jewelry before you're, you know, making your selections. Who's here? Oh, Auntie. Auntie's coming in to do her packaging. Okay, so that was the white lily. Here is the garden flower. I'm gonna wear it on the longest link. We do have a 2-inch extender on it now. Again, there will be an option to upgrade to a 4-inch extender inside of the live stream. Sam has left me. Okay. Oh my gosh, guys. So this is our that new shimmery chain that I've been talking so much about. I've just been loving it, and I've been using it on quite a few of our designs. I just loved the way the shimmering chain looks, especially with the 3-dimensional nature of this necklace. I hope it's clear. I can't tell if it's fuzzy or not. Is it coming out clear, Sam? It's just so shimmery.
Wiping the camera a little.
Oh, sure.
Excuse me, guys. You've got a smudge. I'm just gonna clean it right off for you.
Do I really? Okay. Oh, wow. Did I really have that much of a smudge? Okay. Hopefully that's nice and clear. So we have the tanzanite and the ruby and the cornflower sea glass, and then all the beautiful 3-dimensional designs inside of this necklace here. So that's the garden flower necklace. This is at like the 18-inch length. Again, if you'd like it longer, you can upgrade to a 4-inch extender, and that would allow it to go 2 inches longer to like a 20-inch. We can customize anything in terms of like length and stuff. We're not going to pull apart a pendant and redo it. But if there's a necklace that you love like this that has the chain already like built onto it and you need a different length, please reach out to us. We can accommodate any requests like that for you guys. Okay, so that was you, Michelle. Hello, hello, welcome in. We've got Vicky for the green flower pot necklace. Yes, my dear. This was my mom's favorite one. I brought the jewelry over to show her maybe like a month ago or so because I made her one of the flower wrap rings with the 2 leaves on the end. I made her one of those, and so I was showing her all of these pieces. And she wears mostly like earrings, bracelets, rings. She wears rings every day. She doesn't wear a lot of necklaces, but this was her favorite necklace. This one's really cool. So all of the flower pot necklaces are about this size. They just, of course, have different colors sea glass and different colors for the vases at the bottom. All of the vases except for one are sea pottery, and the other one that's like more in like a amber cinnamon color is a shell. Isn't that so fun? So really whimsical. Again, you can see a lot of that like three-dimensional design. You have the beaded detail around the center of the flower here. All of the flower petals are carved in the center. They're all curved up, very three-dimensional. You have the silver that comes over the edge of the flower pot here, the etched leaf, and then the three-dimensional little blossoming flower right here. My goal with these, I want them to be like little pieces of artwork that when you get them home and you see the detail and you see all of the beautiful like time and detail that's spent inside of these flowers, they're just gonna feel like flowers that you have forever that will just last. Okay, hi Dawn, how are you today? Thanks for joining in. So let's see, moving over, we have, Donna says that orange is fabulous. Isn't that so beautiful? I know you love that color. How high is the profile on the heart ring? So I'm not sure which heart ring, but for this one, that's the single bezel. You guys know I love a low profile. I do my best to keep, when we're selecting the piece of sea glass for our designs, we like to make sure that we're selecting really flat pieces of sea glass so that they lay flat in the setting. And we try for the rings to put the setting inside of the band of the ring and not raise it up so that they'll have a really low profile. So here's this one. And they do all have the comfort fit band. Again, when we're making these, it's just kind of like a, I don't want to say a little bit of a toss-up, but it just depends. We try to make sure that we're having it be in the center so that we have the comfort fit band, but then we don't want the whole setting to be like protruding up from the band, if that makes sense. So we're always keeping that in mind. For these here, again, still pretty low profile with the heart on the side. And then just to show you another heart that's a little bit larger, pretty low profile. So they're all very similar for that. I hope that helps, Vicki. Let me know. Flower pot with a red sea glass and striped pot. Perfect. Careful, I don't want that little ring to fall down. Okay, so Danielle, you are up next, my dear. So here is the try-on for you. We have the red sea glass in the center, and then we have that beautiful sea pottery at the bottom. I have to ask Auntie a question about tomorrow, so I just don't want her to leave before I can ask her.
That was actually a sea glass delivery.
Oh, nice. It was FedEx? FedEx, UPS, somebody? Yeah. Okay. Hello, hello, Lisa. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Hi there. Thanks for joining us, Doris. Yeah, absolutely. I can do a try-on of one of them for you, too. Let me see where I was. I was on Danielle. Where are you, my dear? Whoops. Give me a second here. Okay, Danielle. There's your try-on. So Chris is next. We have cornflower and cobalt flower pot, please. So we have two of those, Chris. I'll hold them both up for you. These little flower pots are going to be popular. We have just one in the pre-party on Wednesday, and we have just 8 of them in our live stream. Thank you. Where's that little thing? I'll just hold this one up like this, okay? Side by side. So Chris, here, these are both like a mixture of the cobalt and cornflower. This one has the sea pottery at the bottom that has cobalt and cornflower, and the sea glass is cornflower. This one has more of like cobalt and white at the bottom, and the sea glass is dark cornflower, Sam?
Like a medium.
It's like a medium cornflower. So there are those two side by side for you. Okay, let's see who's up next. So Jane says, any rings in the pre-party? So for the pre-party on Wednesday, Jane, we have a couple of our heart rings that are kind of like this. Some of our heart rings, I think maybe 6 or 7. And then we have about 4 or 5 of the flower rings. The majority of the rings are inside of the live stream. It's kind of a catch-22. I tried to put a nice assortment up on the website for you guys, but I also didn't want to break up the styles too much just to make it easier for you guys to be able to see everything all together. 2 cornflower rings with side hearts. Thank you. So those are $229, Chris. And here they are side by side. We have this cornflower on the bottom that's a little bit darker and a little bit bubblier at the top. And then we have this cornflower that's a little bit lighter and a little bit like flatter of a piece of sea glass. Both really, really beautiful, just a little bit different. Oh, you're welcome, absolutely. Jane says, what is the price again for the blue heart pendant you just tried on? So this one, the larger single bezel set blue heart, that was $189, Jane. For those of you joining in, welcome. We are just looking at a preview of our sea glass heart and flower jewelry that we're going to be showcasing. Thank you, Donna. That we're going to be showcasing Thursday and Friday here on Instagram. We're going to be doing necklaces and earrings on Thursday night, and Friday night we're going to be doing rings and bracelets both at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. Show the stand with the flower pots. Sure. So we have 2 of those, Janice. So we're over to Janice for her request, and then we have a couple more. Janice, there's a little bit of a delay, about 30 seconds from the time I'm showing you things to the time that you're seeing it. So I'm not sure which necklace that you're talking about. I'm wondering if it's maybe the garden necklace. That one was $398. Just remind me which one that you're asking the price for. Okay, so we're going to show the flower pot neck stands. Whoops. I caught it on my thumb. Okay, so flower pot neck stands up top. This is the one I just tried on. And this one, I tried those 2 on excuse me, side by side.
Yes, it was the garden necklace for $398.
I'm still getting my voice back, so talking this long is a little pushing it. We have this one here and this one. Those are the only 2 that have that reddish orange in the center. Let me tilt this a little bit for you guys. Okay, so that's one neck stand. Careful because that one's not attached on the top.
Same thing.
Okay. And then we have this neck stand. So this is the one that I just tried on a little while ago here. And we have this one with the lavender, this one with the aqua, and then this one with the pink. So those are the 8 flower pot necklaces that are going to be inside of the live stream. Then we do have just one that has cobalt and cornflowers. That's going to be in the pre-party on Wednesday. Yeah, you're welcome. So yeah, Janice, if it was that garden one, that one is $398. Yeah. Yep. Jane asked if I'll ever sell the shimmering chain just separate as a chain. We are looking in to see if I can get some more of that chain. If I'm able to get, like, I probably need like at least 100 feet of it to offer to make some for you guys. So if I can source more of that specific chain from my supplier, then I will make some just separate chains for you guys. Yeah. A lotus flower ring, any color? Absolutely, Arlene. Sorry, I'm just going to take a sip of my water. As you guys know, my voice I had laryngitis for a month and a half, and it's just starting to be like, good again. Thank you. So here's one of the white lotus flower rings. Single bezel set sea glass in the center. And then you have like that lotus flower design that's kind of raised, and it kind of goes in like that sea goddess, kind of like our goddess ring. That beautiful elongated style there. The Carla sized clay elongated heart pendant. Maybe gray. Danielle likes gray.
Let me set those over there.
No, I think it's this one.
Oh.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's this one, Danielle, but let me know if I am correct or not. I think it's going to be this one. Sam's going to grab it for me. Yeah, I'll try on one of the Lotus necklaces, Lisa, for sure. I think it's this one, Danielle. Let me know if it's this one. This is the only like larger gray heart, I believe.
So we have white over there. Oh, we have the same size gray.
Yeah, we have a Sam-sized gray, Danielle. That's a little bit smaller. But this is the double bezel. This is like one of my favorite styles. You guys know I have that beautiful like triangular aqua pendant that I made myself that has the double bezel and then the beads at the bottom. I just think it's so beautiful and so classic. So I think it was this one.
She said she meant to say cobalt.
Cobalt. Okay, gotcha. I know you love gray, so I wasn't sure. So here is the cobalt elongated. Yeah. So this is still that same style of the aqua one that I made myself. So double bezel. We've got the beautiful beaded detail there at the bottom. Okay, so Lisa, I'm gonna try on a couple Lotus pieces for you. Let's see. So let's take a look at this one. So we have a couple different Lotus styles. This one's really cute. This one has like the veil kind of just like made into the top of the Lotus pendant here. And then you have that Lotus flower just kind of like coming down, little beaded detail there. We have this one in the pink, which I'm gonna try on. We have a lavender, and then we have a beautiful seafoam. Isn't that so cute? So, so pretty. Hi, Carolyn. How are you today? Thanks for joining in, my dear. Welcome, welcome. Then we also have this Lotus style necklace here, the open Lotus, which is really beautiful as well. This is the aqua. And we have this one also in lavender, in pink, and in like a golden yellow.
Sorry.
That's okay. Okay, so that's just a little assortment of the Lotus flower. We do also have this style for the Lotus flower. It's like the blossoming lotus. That one as well. Alrighty. Let's see. Kathy says, can you try the red and pink round pendant? Yes, absolutely. So I think it's this one, Kathy. So if it is this one, this one has the butterfly over to the side, the flower, and I wanted it to look kind of like leaves and like a little flower garden. You have the red sea glass here, and an ultra rare pink and white here at the bottom, which is really cute. So I'm showing this one on the baby Rolo style chain, but again, you can really wear any of the chains with it. Isn't that so fun? It just reminds me of like a little secret garden. So pretty. Okay, let's see. Welcome in, everybody. Oh, you're welcome, Chris. Thank you. Perfect, Janice. Yes, I got you there. Let's see. You're welcome. Any earrings in the pre-party? So for the pre-party on Wednesday, did I do any earrings? No. Nope, no earrings in the pre-party. We don't have a lot of earrings in general for this live stream, so we didn't put any inside of the pre-party. Hello, hello. Oh, perfect. Bye, Arlene. Thanks for joining us. Great, you're welcome. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Lisa. You're very welcome. Danielle says there were 2 bottle lip heart pendants early on in cobalt and cornflower. Yes, let me grab those for you. Elaine. Okay, so that's the last question. Is Danielle's question about the bottle lips. So we'll do some try-ons for those. For those of you that are just joining in, we are doing a preview right now of our sea glass hearts and flowers that we're going to be showcasing during our live stream shopping event in honor of Mother's Day. It's going to be this Thursday and Friday, April 30th and May 1st at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard. And if you see anything here that you like and you're interested in hanging out with us, we'd love for you to join us during our live stream. We have so many fun pieces, as you guys can see. We have lots of giveaways as well for the live stream. So yes, absolutely, Kathy. I'll be happy to. She said, can you try on the other pendant that you have? one of with the flowers and the rubies. Oh yeah, the garden pendant. That one was the only one that I had with the flowers and the rubies. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Donna. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you. And then here's the cornflower, Danielle. I'm just going to spin it around so you can see the cobalt and the cornflower side by side. So I got some questions. We have a lot of new people, I think maybe, excuse me, for the sea glass hearts and flowers, just because this is one of the most like popular groupings of jewelry that we create. And so a question I've been getting a lot has been asking, excuse me, how often we make the hearts and flowers. So we only do these once a year, and it's not because we don't want to make more or offer more for you guys. It's just because they're so rare. For the hearts, we offer the hearts. We use them, as you can see, from the different shapes, in the exact shapes and sizes that we find them in. We love to use the authentic sea glass, how it's found, real beach found sea glass, because each piece has history, each piece has a story. I think there's nothing wrong with like man-made sea glass. I've just never used it in all of my years of jewelry. In the beginning, when I started making jewelry 24 years ago, the sea glass jewelry, it was much easier to come across the authentic sea glass than it is now. Over the past 24 years, it's definitely been declining. So it was, of course, easier at that time, which means because I started so early, I have a really beautiful collection that I have been able to invest in over the years. And I've met some amazing sea glass collectors that we still purchase sea glass from, that collect and source sea glass for us from all over the world. If I didn't start as early as I did, I wouldn't have the collection size that I have to be able to sustain my business. So luckily I got in really early. You're welcome. Whoops, here we go. So this is the garden flower necklace. And this one has the tanzanite and the rubies and the cornflower sea glass. It's a very like three-dimensional, beautiful, beautiful necklace. This is more of a delicate necklace in the sense that all of these little silver pieces, I'm going to show this to you up close. It's like little silver, like you'll see, like little building silver pieces, very three-dimensional, like silver for the leaves that are just kind of like built on top of each other and welded together. So you definitely don't want to like sleep with this necklace on. You want to make sure that you're really taking care of this piece. This is a special, special piece. You can see the edges of each petal kind of has like curved detail. The leaves here are etched. You can see this flower has like a little flower inside of it. So we wanted a lot of beautiful detail for this necklace. Yeah. Hello, Teresa. Welcome in, my dear. So I think that is the last of the try-on requests that we have. Bless you, Sam. Thank you. You're welcome. So those are all of the items. Just as a little recap for any of you that are watching the replay of this in the future, if you want to see any try-ons of anything that we haven't tried on, you can send us a message and we can send you a video with that piece held up. Everything that was inside of this video today is going to be available. Oh yeah, we have a lot of stuff, so I definitely can't go back through, Teresa, but I will save it for you, and you're welcome to rewatch at your convenience for sure. So everything that I showed you today in this video will be available Thursday and Friday, April 30th and May 1st at 7 p.m. We're going to do necklaces and earrings on night 1 and rings and bracelets on night 2. I have giveaways for both nights. This is all in honor of Mother's Day, so if you do intend to, if you'd like to receive your purchase by Mother's Day, please make sure that you select priority mail shipping on your order, which we can show you how to do that when Thursday and Friday roll around. If you're not available to shop with us Thursday and Friday and you need a Mother's Day gift, you can definitely go to our website. Our website is filled to the top with one-of-a-kind, all authentic sea glass jewelry. Everything is individually photographed. Right now through May 2nd or through the 1st? Through the 2nd is you can select free standard shipping. May 2nd through the 4th, you want to select priority mail shipping. And I think like the 4th, 5th, and 6th, you want to do express mail shipping for it to arrive in time for Mother's Day. If you're shopping on our live stream and you want your live stream order to arrive by Mother's Day, then definitely select the priority mail with that order. But We also are going to have about 40 pieces of jewelry from this live stream event that will be available Wednesday, which is the 29th, over on our website at litaseaglassjewelry.com for the pre-party. So the pre-party is where we offer just like a little assortment of these one-of-a-kind pieces to anybody that maybe can't attend the live. We want you still to have access to these. And the question that I was answering before that somebody had asked is if each of our live stream events has a theme. And so yeah, basically when we do our live streams, we do one live stream every month, and we like to do different styles of jewelry that we're known for. Our sea glass hearts and flowers are very, very popular, so we always like to do this live stream in honor of Mother's Day. But we do kind of have like a theme every single month and different types of rare sea glass that we like to highlight. And then we do that once a month. And then we do have limited edition smaller jewelry drops with like 30, 40 pieces on Wednesdays, sometimes over to our website. So Danielle says, can you do any of your necklaces in a 14-inch size? Yeah, absolutely. If you see something that you like, Danielle, and the shortest it goes right now is 16-inch, just leave us a message and with your order and ask for a 14-inch, and we can definitely make that size adjustment for you. No trouble at all. Yeah. Alrighty, thank you guys for your time. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions that I haven't covered, just send us a message, and we hope to see you on Wednesday for the pre-party and then Thursday and Friday for the live stream. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, everybody.